Hi everybody, welcome to my review for Final Destination Bloodlines, the 6th entry in the long gestating Final Destination franchise, and the first in a long while. Here we are. This is now available on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. And here we are. It is a 1-disc set. Comes with a digital code, which has already been redeemed, so don't even bother in the comments to tell me that. And let's talk about Final Destination. This latest entry was supposed to go to HBO Max, but I think they're learning because of Evil Dead Rise, which was a terrific little movie and went to theaters and made money, just like one of the top grossing films of the summer. You're hearing that right. Final Destination Bloodlines is in the top 10 and coasting right now, holding a spot there. So look at that. This one's fun. It does a nice little all-encompassing step back to the series. Like here's like kind of an all-encompassing event that causes the other events and stuff like that. It finds its nice little way into the franchise while making it so like you really only had to see the first one to kind of know what's going on with these. Which is, it doesn't ignore the other ones. It mentions the other ones, but it's not distracting. It doesn't make you feel like you needed to take notes or anything like that. The deaths are really cool. There's an actual MRI machine one that, or not MRI. Is it MRI? I can't, machines. Well, anyway, that death, there was actually a guy who died like that recently. Someone's, Greg Magoon, friend of the show, sent me a news article about that. I was like, wow, okay, these Final Destination movies really do imitate life. Pretty fun movie. I would probably rank it maybe as my third favorite in the series. I love the third or fourth. I like the fifth one a lot. I like the first one and the second one quite a bit. Soft on the third one, and the fourth one can go to hell. So there's that. One of the weirdest things with this movie is having to admit, it's one of the oddest movies in the history of my watching movies that I've gotten choked up watching, and it's the Tony Todd scene in this film. And it was tough. And it's beautiful stuff. It's great send off for the man. If you don't know, I don't have, he's not like a best friend of mine or anything like that, but I had a personal encounter with Tony Todd in person that meant a lot to me. And talking to him for like, we talked for a good 30-40 minutes, as well as he followed me on Twitter and read my Blu-ray reviews over at Why So Blue and would chat with me a lot about those. So I don't think he connected that the guy he met long ago and had a like 40-minute conversation about his work, including Enemy Territory, thanks to my buddy Curtis that I used to work with, who told me about that one, that he loved talking about that. So I talked to him about that, and yeah, he was really nice about my writing and reviews and stuff. And I seeing him in this and seeing how like visibly kind of, you know, he's ill. Yeah, it was a lot, but beautiful send-off in this movie. Anyways, I give the movie a 3.5 out of 5. Let's move on to the video. The video is a 239:1 aspect ratio, just like theatrical. It's a 4K picture, 2160p. The encoding is a HEVC/H.265. Looks quite good. It's not perfection. Looks like a digital movie, but has nice natural black levels, solid depth, good details, something, not starring images. I wonder sometimes too if I'm like, is it the cinematography or is it the transfer on this thing that make it like this? But got good colors, nice use of the HDR with some of the contrast in scenes with things popping, especially on display lights or a little like fires and stuff in dark scenes. I give it a 4.5 out of 5. It's not perfect, but this is gonna way more than do the trick. And we'll move on now to the audio. We get a Dolby Atmos track, as well as an English 5.1, French 5.1, Spanish 5.1, Czech 5.1, and Polish 5.1. Subtitles on this, English SDH, Spanish, French, and a descriptive language. We have the descriptive audio track too, back in the audios. Sorry about that, forgot it. Audio's good. This was fun listen. Things come roaring from the opening sequence at the Space Needle thing. Your ceiling speakers get put to work, and it's awesome. And the subwoofer has various levels of bump, and really puts the pressure on. Quite good. Bravo. The sound around the room rolls with the camera, rolls with things going across the screen. It is a treat to listen to this thing. I'm going to give it also a 4.5 out of 5. Moving on to bonus features, we have a commentary with the directors. We also have Death Becomes Them on the set of Final Destination Bloodlines. So this is about 7 or 8 minutes, and this is the kind of wishy-washy making of, where people talk about the old movies, and you got a cast and crew talking about what it means being a Final Destination movie. Then you have the many deaths of Bloodlines, where they focus on the death scenes, especially the machine in the hospital. That's a big one that's focused on a lot. That's about 6 minutes. And then we have the Legacy of Bloodworth, which is like 5 minutes into a tribute to Tony Todd. So I'm going to give these bonus features a 2.5 because they're definitely promo material things. And they're really quick and fluffy. But you do get a commentary, so that's what keeps it up from being a 2. I was leaning close to 3, but I'm going to go with the 2.5. So let's recap my review here. The movie is a 3.5, the video 4.5, audio 4.5, and a 2.5 for the bonus features. I'm going to go overall. I'm going to give it a 3.5. If the bonus features are stronger, we pop this up to a 4, but 3.5, definitely a good pickup for a solid little new release things. When bonus features can be scarce, this has some, and you do get a commentary. That's awesome. So Final Destination Bloodlines, very fun movie. Check it out. It's like the horror movie of the summer so far. Well, I guess Jurassic World would be, because that's making big bank, but this one's one of the big surprises. It's not surprised that it was a hit, but how big a hit this movie was. So pick it up. You can use the Amazon Associates link in the description. I appreciate you watching, and until next time, stay film positive.